Joining us now to review top stories in today's newspapers from around the world is Arise News analyst, great Malabite, Emmanuel Efeni.
Good morning, Ruben.
Good morning, Ayo.
Good morning, Rufai.
Arise News has won another award.
Congratulations to all of us again.
Don't let the rice arrive late this time around.
No, Ruben, I was about to use my authority to delegate that duty.
To who?
But you brought the chairman into it because today is his birthday.
So
I will
there's going to be whining and
I
dining.
will convey the message appropriately. But congratulations, Prince Nduka Obagbena. We start the review with this day. Nigeria's newspaper.
Don't postpone the medemedem. We have to see it immediately after this program.
Jollof and pepper soup. That's what you're talking about. Now we start the review with this day. Nigeria's newspaper of record. The lead story: Tinubu declares state of emergency on food security, says National Commodity Board coming to review food prices, declares security agencies will protect farmers, farmlands. Senate approves Tinubu's 500 billion naira request to provide palliatives to vulnerable Nigerians. OK's $800 million loan request to fund 819 billion naira 2022 supplementary budget, approves 70 billion naira to support senators, reps' working conditions. Articles A. Tinubu's palliative of 53 naira per day is an avenue to divert public funds. Yes, yesterday's declaration of a state of emergency on food security. Of course, we've been talking about the pains Nigerians are going through. Well, the problem is, if you go to the markets, we don't have shortage of food. But are they affordable? That is the big problem. There's enough garri in the market as we speak. There's enough rice in the market as we speak. Of course, other condiments, melon, aka gusi, yes, Ayo, you know them. They are all available in the market, but they are beyond the reach of the average Nigerian. That is why they've been crying for palliative. Now, how is the government going to force down the price of foodstuff with these measures? Of course, one of the actions to be taken is the storage facilities, setting of storage facilities to, of course, prevent post-harvest losses. But they also talked about the release of grains and paddies from the CBN's store, where they have some of these anchor borers outputs, hoping that will force the prices down. Of course, there was also even a threat for those who are also hoarding with a view to making huge profit at a later date, that the price will crash. But I think if the price of foodstuff crash in the market, it will be good. It will be good for everybody, whether you are poor or you are rich. But we want to say good move, but we need to see the action on ground. Why are farmers not able to go to the farm? Security. So that should be top on the agenda. How farmers who have been feeding us all these years, Benue wants the food basket of the country. Of course, other states there are, and this is not limited to certain states. Even in places like Delta, Edo, farmers are under threat from herders who move their cows, their cattle across farmlands. In Ondo, farmers are under threat. So until this security situation is dealt with squarely, then the task of getting more people to the farm will not yield the desired result. Because if you want to bring more people, young men, to come and do mechanized farming, if they don't have security, of course, nobody will go and risk his life. Of course, other newspapers reporting this story. Yes, the Daily Sun newspaper, as federal government unveils subsidy removal, National Assembly gets 70 billion naira, poor family 8,000 naira from 500 billion palliative, 35 billion earmarked for judiciary. It's continuation of APC scam, says Atiku. And Vanguard also reporting that story. Uproar as Senate OK's fresh $800 million World Bank loan. Of course, complaints about the speed with which the National Assembly approved everything without even making as much input in their own into the debate. But, of course, they've approved. But there's something in it for them. 70 billion for National Assembly members to ease their work condition, whatever that means. Whatever that means. And some are saying, oh, no, it's for the National Assembly complex. No, there's a budget for that. And that money has been released to the National Assembly, to the appropriate authority, the Federal Capital, the Federal Capital, to deal with that situation. So this 70 million, is it going to be shared by
70 billion?
70 billion, thank you. Is it going to be shared by National Assembly members? At a time, they are asking Nigerians to tighten their belt. Their humongous salary, their allowances, not enough to ease their work condition. Now, 70 billion. Perhaps that explains the speed with which everything just went through the National Assembly. Now, the foreign newspapers quickly. The Times of London, Sunak gives NHS strike doctors 6%. Prime Minister accept pay reviews, urging the doctors to accept. Teachers have dropped their action because, according to the Independent newspaper, teachers were given 6.5% increase. Of course, other public sector workers got pay rise. But the doctors are saying the 6% given to doctors far below inflation. And as such, they will still go on strike. But, of course, it's not only in the UK we're talking about strike. Washington Post reporting twin walkout, force Hollywood haters. Of course, historic strike in Hollywood and production grounded in various locations. Ruben, Rufai, and Ayo.
I mean, I just want to harp on that 70 billion. I think our lawmakers should fear God. At a time, Nigerians are suffering. And how many are even these lawmakers? Less than 500 of them want to collect 70 billion, where 12 million families will be collecting about 800 and something billion. You can see them, they have no conscience. They keep saying we should tighten our belt. At first, a lot of them tried to see if they can increase their salary in the first place. That one didn't work. Now they want to collect 70 billion for hard-working conditions. It is us, the suffering poor Nigerians, that need that money. This is sad, and this is the height of insensitivity. And I'm sure that's why they quickly passed other things they talked about. And this is the same National Assembly that keeps saying they are not rubber stamp. Is this not the height of, can I use the word rubber stampism? Please, let everybody kick against this National Assembly. If people can go out there, call your lawmaker and tell him what you are doing is wrong. This is not the time for you to be calling big amounts of money. You people are already rich already. Let the poor breathe. Let the poor breathe.
Right. Well, let poor breathe. There's some recommendations in terms of the 8,000 naira.
Yes.
A number of people have said perhaps it's time for there to be collective. I know already families and homes do that in terms of enabling that money stretch, because that's the reality we face on ground. Other recommendations, of course, have talked about the provision of infrastructure and building of the economy, so that beyond the handouts, we don't become a welfare state whereby people then are just reliant on that. And by the way, it's just for 6 months. Post 6 months, what would then happen to...
for 12 million
For 12
families.
million, yes, out of 133 million families in multidimensional poverty.
No, 130 million Nigerians, not families, under multidimensional.
Should anybody be surprised that the National Assembly quickly, expeditiously, as requested by President Tinubu, immediately gave the request about that 800 billion naira request from the World Bank. That had been approved by the Buhari administration. Now the President of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, took it before the Senate, and it was quickly, expeditiously approved by the National Assembly. This is the same National Assembly that has said anything that President Tinubu brings, they will be in support of it. So nobody should be surprised. So what it means, because yesterday on this same program, I was saying that nobody has collected money yet. What we're going through now is the approval stage. IMF had said we'll give you money. Now, but with the Senate approving it, with the National Assembly approving it, we are the ones who are borrowing the money The money is being borrowed on our behalf because those people who gave the approval yesterday, expeditiously, they received a letter in the morning. Immediately, they quickly passed it. They have borrowed money now on our behalf. And that sovereign guarantee is needed, by the IMF, but also the World Bank. Now, in the House of Reps also immediately approved the 500 billion naira extraction from the 8.19.6 billion that is provided for in the 2022 Supplementary
Budget
Appropriation Act. Again, the House of Reps has said, we are giving government 500 billion. So in the process, they smuggled their own 70 billion into the matter. Quid pro quo. So is this likely to be a pattern? But our concern is that, yes, the president has acknowledged that the fuel subsidy removal has inflicted pain, analogous to the pain that you have in maternity wards, which, was confirmed yesterday by the ladies on the program. But our request is for accountability, is for making sure that those palliatives are real and that, look, giving out this money is not done in the fashion of the conditional cash transfer that was vague and from which we did not get enough report. Emmanuel Efeni, I hope your household gets your own share of the conditional cash transfer.
Well, I think there are many people below me who need it more than
you don't need the 8,000 naira.
No, I can
say
that for sure.
If they give me, I will collect.
No, Ruben,
because it's your right.
No, that would be violence.
It's your right.
That would be violence to the poor, Ruben.
It's your right.